let's look at the narrative, the general, attitude when it comes to insurance policy in Nigeria. When you look at the figure, the level of insurance penetration rate in Nigeria is very low. I would like you to talk to us about the maritime sector. How do maritime experts, approach the issue of insurance? The ship owners, the cargo owners, how do they approach? Is the approach different when it comes to the maritime sector?
Well, maritime sector is quite internationalized, and eventually on the issue of cargo, for example, or vessel. So you have different approach by which the industry makes sure that the customer subscribe to the insurance. For example, mostly vessels are covered by P&I Club, and most of the time, one way to check on the premium for the insurance is based on certifications they have. For example, most of the vessels are subject to surveys, and which are sometimes part of the vessel system, for example, are subject to 1 year survey or 5 years, and sometimes they have to go to dockyard and also the year or our age or old is the vessel. So all of these determine how much they have to pay and their premium and all of that. Now, another thing regarding vessel is the flag of registrations also determine how much the insurance charge, the policy. There are certain vessels that fly a flag of convenience, for example, and mostly they have to go through very, very high insurance. Now, in respect to cargo, this is normally handled by sales office for the carrier. And most of the time, this depends on the type of cargo. There are certain cargo, for example, when you are shipping refrigerated goods, so they are quite perishable, though they have to be shipped in special containers as well. So this attract different premium of insurance, for example, and also the insurance company also look at the history of the shipping companies, like what kind of quality they have, for example, in respect to preparing the cargo for shipment. For example, when you are shipping agricultural produce, there are certain preparation you have to make to the container so that before it arrives the destination, everything is intact. So, and there are also separate insurance for shipping, for example, personal effect. So there are basically the insurance will depend on different type of cargo. The same thing goes with the ship, the type of ship and what they're carrying, and also which port they are going. For example, if they are going to some port that there is, it's not really safe. So all of these are going to determine some idea of what price to pay on for the risk and for the safety.
Okay, Professor Oladoku, what kind of losses would a marine insurance policy protect you from? What are the losses that one could suffer doing business on water? Either as a vessel
Okay.
owner or maybe you want to cargo things through the water.
I think the insurance will cover the entire cargo, okay, loss, for example, and also if the preparation of the cargo is not done well, like I mentioned earlier, for example, all the pre-shipment preparations were not done, so the insurance will cover the cargo for for the um, uh, for the client. But eventually, this will be all calculated all together within the bill of lading to carry the cargo, and yeah. And then what the insurance will not cover is what is defined in the term of carriage. For example, if I ship something to from one port to another port, the coverage will only end there. But if I ship something from door to door, for example, like the carrier is responsible in this case from taking it where the cargo is stored to where the client has given to deposit the cargo. So these are of
All right, Prof.
coverage,
Hear me.
and all of
Okay.
these will be stated mostly in the bill of lading.
All right. As we wrap up, I would like you to talk about, looking at the marine insurance policy in Nigeria compared to other climes. What do you think, or what areas do you think there's need for improvement when it comes to the insurance policy in Nigeria compared to other climes, so that the Nigerian players could be able to play or compete internationally? What are the areas?
I think first of all, in Nigeria, people are not used to buying insurance for everything compared to, for example, in most developed countries. Now, for shipping is more or less universally regulated, and most of the issue related to insurance coverage are addressed within the sale. I think one area Nigeria need to improve is, for example, if there is a monopoly in the insurance, who is taking care of the insurance, probably just a few companies. There should be more insurance company who are qualified to give people more attractive price, and also that is one. And also another area is the liability. The when things goes wrong, the insurance company must be ready and be responsible, and give what is required to compensate for the loss. So this will be some area to improve in Nigeria. and this is very important for the insurance company to spell out for their clients when they're promoting insurance to their clients, and this way they can subscribe to it.